Well, the first thing we need to do is get the unit's content ID. So we've just started it up. We go to the wheel, to the menu, scroll down to About. And then we're interested in the content ID, which is right here. Note that number down, because you'll need that later on when you get onto the Genesis website. Okay, so we've got Google running. We're going to go to genesismaps.com. And there we go, we come up with the CMaps Genesis page. Accept the cookies. Okay, so there's social mapping. There's a description on how it works, some features, and you can also subscribe to some plans. The one that I'm writing or speaking about today is the free CMaps Genesis plans, where people do their own surveying and upload them, and then other people can download. So you can sign up or sign in. So I've already got an account. Okay, so once we're in, the dashboard opens and there are a lot of different options there. We can upload from the web, we can upload from the desktop. But the first thing we want to do if we want to get going on this Genesis is we've got to actually identify our plotters. See, I've got a few listed here, and what you need to do is to add a device. Press add a device. Whatever you want to call it, you call it. Serial number, which came off the screen I showed you a little bit earlier for the unit. And also, most importantly, the content ID number, as I mentioned earlier as well. And then you check the drop-down list and you choose your model. So HDS Pro is what I've got. And then you would submit that and close. And once you've submitted it, your unit will come up as one of your devices. And if I have a look at mine, it tells me exactly what it is. Once you've set up your unit and recorded it on the CMap Genesis, you can then go to the social map. Okay, and you can see on the left side of the screen there, I've got a number of water bodies starred or favorited. And you can do whatever you'd like to do. But here we are in Southern Australia, so I'll pick one particular water body, and I'll show you how we download them. So you pick the one you want, and in this case I'm looking at the Port Welsh Pool corner inlet area, as depicted by the water drop there. So we just click on the water drop. It shows you with the yellow box the actual geographic area that's captured within this plot. And we then just pick to download the map. It'll bring up the AT5 map generation screen. We choose the plotter that we want to download it for. So in my case, it's the Pro 10. And we can choose between contours only or composition and contours. Some of these surveys are done by people who use the composition mapping for the hardness of the surface floor. Whatever you'd like to do, it's up to you. I'll just use contours only for this example. You press submit. Then tells you it's generating the map and it's downloaded the map for you. If we go to our downloads folder, we have a look here and we can see our map's been downloaded, and it's in a code that's got a lot of gobbledygook. But all we need to do with that is right click and extract all. So I'm just going to extract it to the same downloads folder. And there it is. Again, it comes up with a lot of gobbledygook, but we can open that folder. And then we can open that subfolder, and it brings up the 5 files that make up this survey, this map for the charts that we can put in. Do not modify these in any way. If we go back, do not modify this folder or the name in any way. What we want to do is we want to copy this entire folder, and I'll show you how to put that on a card shortly. Okay, so now you load a fresh micro SD card into the computer. Now 32 gigabyte is the maximum size card you can use. For this one I've got a 16 gigabyte one, and I'll show you how to do it. And the first thing we want to do is make sure that we format that card. It has to be empty. So we'll just do a quick format. Okay, so that card's been formatted, and all we do is we grab that folder that we'd pulled down off the website, and we simply copy it across into that drive. As you can see, it's now in my USB-D drive, which is the 16 gigabyte micro SD card. Okay, now we're going to go out to our sounder, we're going to plug it in, and we're going to enjoy our highly detailed Genesis CMap free maps. Okay, so here we are back at our HDS Pro 10. Just going to open up the SD card door when it wants to stay open. And we're going to put this micro SD card into the spare slot. Okay, once that's in there, it'll load the charts. And to be able to see these charts, we simply go to our chart page, more options, and what I'm going to do is I'll pick CMap Oz so that I can actually find where we've got our new map, so I can take you straight to it. Just pinch him down a little, so we can find the area. All right, and that was the corner inlet area. We'll just leave the cursor on there. We'll go to menu, more options, chart sort, and we'll go to CMap social map. And there we go, the CMap social map is now brought up. You can scroll right in on it, and it'll bring up the mapping details. So yeah, that's how you register your sounder on the CMap Genesis website using the serial number and the content ID number. You then download a AT5 generated map using the social mapping page, put it onto a micro SD card, 32 gigabytes or less in capacity. Then bring it out to your sounder, plug it into the sounder, and away you go. Now, it probably wasn't the greatest example to use corner inlet, because Lowrance in their mapping put out very good Australian maps anyway in relation to it. But this demonstrates a social map that's actually been surveyed by an individual, and the detail that can actually be achieved. You can see a lot of, with the shading, the different depths, etc., etc. there. Okay, so all the best and tight lines.